An Umrah Journey podcast. Safar, 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 safar to Marwa, safar to Marwa. An Umrah Journey podcast.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم يسر لنا يا الله بزيارة الكعبة للحج والعمرة في هذا العام وفي كل عام من الأعوام القادمة، ويسر لنا يا الله بزيارة حبيبك المصطفى سيدنا محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يا أرحم الراحمين.
Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. Welcome to Safar to Marwa podcast, where we talk about Umrah, Hajj, the journey of the heart and everything in between. With your host Shima.
And my name is Daud bin Hassan.
This episode is brought to you by Aiza Homes. Berapakah nilai rumah anda? Jawapannya boleh menentukan langkah anda yang seterusnya. Whether you're buying, selling or planning your future, Aiza Homes is here to guide you in every step of the way. Your property journey begins here. You may reach out to SRI Aiza at 9873-5402. That is 9873-5402. Tamu kita kali ni, she went to Hajj in 2023. So saya kenalkan Puan Mira Rashid.
Also we get another experience during Arafah was we get to see really how life and death happen right before our eyes.
In front of you. So jugalah apa yang terjadi. Dia tak banyak orang yang meninggal kan, as in your own group.
Yang di Arafah itself yang we know of, that's one lah.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Heart attack, if I'm not wrong,
yeah.
Apa tu, I baca daripada berita harian lah. Orang was in shock lah.
Yeah.
Dan nampak kan. So you had to witness that lah.
yeah, but and then when
You know her personally?
No, she was another group lah.
I see.
Tapi it was just few beds away.
I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very close lah. Very close to you.
Lepas tu bila everything was done, terus we get back to our own daily life. So it reflects a lot about our daily life, right? If
Itu belum termasuk hari Tarwiyah
Yeah,
that is the pagi hari Arafah.
Pagi
so
hari.
it happened pagi hari Arafah.
So dia tak
Subuh.
sempat hajinya lah.
So dia
Allah dah
dikafankan
sayang.
apa semua dalam ihram.
Masya Allah.
Meninggal hari Arafah.
Yeah, and then how I see this one, the medical team trying to
Resuscitate.
do all that, and it was really macam
Silent and everyone.
yeah.
I can envision that lah. Macam mana dia panic. The
Yeah.
medical team trying to resuscitate, and then you're hoping mungkin janganlah that kind of thing. So that's the most, I think, shocking thing that happened during
Hari Arafah.
Hari Arafah. So Hari Arafah itself, after the noon tu, you dah prepare yourself lah.
Masa hari Arafah tu sebelum yang asar, right? Kita solat and all that lah, right? Then bila yang kita time yang nak keluar tu sedih bila Pak I tengok wife pergi dekat husband cari one another. Then I got no one else to cari, right? Like macam Nadia ada mak dia to seek forgiveness and things like that.
Yeah.
So when for me I just carry that doa in me. I didn't call my husband, but he know kita tengah at this peak period lah.
Yeah.
So bila dekat sana, I just happy lah to see bestnya, they get to go to with their husband, and then they berdoa. Perang Arafah tu kan, like it's our mini masyar, like you want to look out for your loved ones. So
you sorang-sorang tu sedih, tapi okay lah, doa tu you simpan, dan doa tu you keep reciting, and then you doakan for your family, doakan for your loved ones and everyone. Cuma sedih lah pasal sorang-sorang.
So I carry my
emotion.
children with me in my doa, but not physically.
Yeah.
Selesai tu kan biasanya waktu senja kan. Just before sunrise, bukan sunset.
Maghrib.
Before maghrib kan. Dan lepas maghrib tu masuk balik
solat, and then I think lepas tu like Ustaz cakap, okay, kita get ready, we need to move to Muzdalifah. Okay, so but then Ustaz almarhumnya tu was telling lah like, okay, we have a lot of jemaah who are wheelchair bound and we don't have enough people. to push. So can you imagine how lepas COVID banyak orang tua-tua yang pergi. So
Correct. Pasal ni semua dah hold up
yeah.
And that was the year, kalau saya tak silap, the heat stroke yang paling tinggi cases
Yes.
And a lot of people die.
Yes, because of that. Yeah. And jemaah kita quite ramai. I think about 300 if I'm not wrong. I can't remember. I think about few hundreds lah.
Okay.
So banyak yang wheelchair bound.
Yeah.
So he was calling out for us, the young people,
Yes.
to help.
To help.
Yeah.
To help lah. So
Okay lah. Datang.
Volunteer.
I like question myself, I'm not big but not too small, but macam boleh ke I tolak?
Correct.
And the journey is
Walking ni.
Tak, pasal kita nak kita nak jalan sendiri, kita macam penat kan. Habis kita nak tolong
I'm
orang.
not fit lah.
Ya. Ya, betul. Kita bukan yang triathlon, unless you are triathlon tu yang
not
macam
lah.
those macam very fit.
Yeah.
Memang tak tolong tu macam questionable. Tapi kita pun macam nak bawa diri pun kadang-kadang alah penat Tapi this one okay lah, apa tu, Ustaz dah call.
So
Pergilah.
I tell myself if I make it easy for others, obviously Allah akan make it even more easier for me, right?
InsyaAllah.
So that is one thing that I pegang also. So I say okay, never mind. These mothers yang elderly ni, they need more help lah, rather than compared to us. So with our haversack, our bag, heavy bag, macam nak pergi road march gitu kita. So
diorang pun ada diorang punya bag macam ni.
diorang pun ada diorang punya bag.
So diorang punya bag, diorang pangku.
Pangku. Ada yang help me carry my bag also. So they put my bag and their bag.
I see.
Kesian lah. I fikir if my mom were to go at this state, I hope people would help her also.
Correct. Kita bayangkan mak kita.
Mak kita, mak bapak kita.
So macam kita macam cik jangan lah, tak apa, biasa buat macam gitu That's the kind of thing.
I don't know where I get my energy from lah.
Allah kasih So like you said, Allah make it easy for you.
Yeah.
So survive lah. Went through slowly tu pergi.
So bila kat Muzdalifah tu, yang kita supposed to kutip lah, but then we already had the batu already. That was kita kena wait for our time to go lah. So kita macam baring under the stars.
Okay, that one. Okay, yes. And then
dah kusuk masai dah ni.
Bau confirm masam lah.
Confirm. Dah tak boleh mandi dah. Because the previous day kita tak we didn't mandi lah there.
Basically
So and haji ni memang kita akan kusuk masai lah.
Tak ada orang yang pergi haji macam
lawa.
Tak ada
No.
Makeupnya
filter no.
So this is your natural state.
Yes, your natural beauty.
Natural beauty.
So bila dekat sana tu dah tak kisahlah, baring lah mana-mana. Under the rocks and all. I mean like batu-batu ni semua. Then nasib baik sekejap because those who are pushing the wheelchair bound ni, kita get to go first lah.
See Allah make it easy.
See? Yeah. So we get to go first. This apa tu? They prioritize
the wheelchairs.
Then bila sampai got one place ni, I can't remember what's the place. There's one place, one of the yang the terowong-terowong tu yang kita nak kena jalan tu.
Saya pernah nampak dekat Google, tapi
yes,
saya tak tahu
banyak
nama dia apa. As in the terowong.
There's a lot of terowong to go through. Habis itu dah macam playing my mind already Ada tengok berapa kilometer ni.
Nak tolak lagi.
And then I dengan Ustazah Nadia. So she have semput. So I nak kena jaga. Make sure that she's okay also.
She pun tengah tolak her mom.
Yeah. So we took turns. And then I have one more family that I make friend with. So mak dia pun nak kena tolak wheelchair. So we just take turns. Me and another friend which is Anissa. Then bila dah tak I cannot take it anymore. Then I say, Ya Allah, I'm really helping others ni. Can you please make it easy for me?
Yeah.
Then just nice, Ustaz Fawaz was beside us. Do you need help? With that look, desperate look. Yes. Yes, I need help.
So, saya dah tak boleh tahan.
Terus dia tolak auntie.
The
Dia
witcher.
tolak. Dia tolak, then after that I didn't see her already lah. She dah
Dah ke depan lah.
ke depan.
Okay, see you later nanti.
Yeah. But also I didn't stop there. I see mana yang
Perlu.
I also take turns with them to push lah. Yeah.
Ya, penat benda ni. Dia mentally, physically juga.
It's
So, dia
physically
terowong-
demanding,
So
really.
dia terowong tu kena jalan
Jalan. There's no travelator. I think there is, but maybe
Untuk Arab Ke?
tak. Kita tak pakai tu semua. Just jalan je.
Ya.
Yeah. With your bags.
Oh, dia bukan naik bas.
Sekarang punya traffic flow, I think from Arafah, I think it's
Arafah.
like Arafah to Muzdalifah to Mina, there's a pathway
Yeah.
that you can walk.
Tapi dia pasal ramai orang, jadi susah.
Because during my time, kita masih pakai buses.
So the buses was
congestion happen.
yes. That's why there's one point of time tu kita nak kena jalan sendiri.
Because congestion.
Traffic
Jam lah.
Yes.
I see.
So diorang main taruh je lah kita kat mana-mana. Ni
So-
bukan TM punya
Yeah.
buses. It's
This
their
is
own.
yeah. So diorang mana yang boleh park, asal kau boleh jalan, kau jalan lah.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to walk than
To drive us.
Yes, correct. Mungkin the drive is menyeleweng ke, tak tahu ke mana kan. So they cakap, okay, you have to alight here, this one onwards you have to go by foot.
Yeah.
So that's why pentingnya orang tu best pergi time muda
Physically fit.
Yeah.
physically fit. Jadi I understand macam baru-baru lepas, I think 2 weeks ago ke 1 week ago, Amtas held the walk
Yes.
dekat stadium. Itu baru sikit kan.
Kita belum ada weather sana.
Belum pada sana, belum dengan kain kan.
Belum dengan bags.
Belum dengan bags.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Ya,
But yeah.
dah macam road march lah you cakap kan. Yes. Wow, Masya Allah. So you really have to be physically fit with that. Dia macam penat
Yeah.
Okay. Dia kena road march yang jauh-jauh. Yeah. So after that, when you finish with everything, after pergi Muzdalifah, pergi mana?
Pergi jalan situ, then kita kena melontar.
Correct.
One of the itulah tu melontar.
Jamrah.
Jamrah melontar, okay.
Yes. Then dah habis tu kira kita dah selesai. We can go back and tahlul.
Okay, that means that one is Jamrah Aqabah lah.
Aqabah,
On
yes.
the 10th. On the 10th.
Yeah. So bila dah ini,
Bila you lontar, apa you rasa? Dia selalu, kalau I macam ni selalu kat TV aku tengok. So you're finally
at
doing
first
it.
I feel like that, but I also nampak orang yang melontar betul-betul emotional ya. Yang ada orang-orang lain lah. Kita ni a bit discipline sikit.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
I
And
nampak tak orang campak payung ke selipar?
sipar ada.
Selipar ada.
Ada.
Tak ada
Kita
batu.
kalau nak campak, we make sure that there's no one there, baru kita campak. Kita
I
tak campak dari jauh lah.
Yes,
we were
correct.
told to. Never mind, they will always give us
Yalah,
a turn.
like you say discipline lah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So dah lepas tu terus kita balik, jalan balik to Shisha,
Jalan balik tu.
to our apartment.
Okay. Dia jalannya jauh?
Lumayan.
Wah,
for
Masya Allah.
for us Singaporean whose everything is accessible.
Yes.
It is.
Kalau Singapore je, kalau apa clock tower tu dia anggap jauh kan, yang ada tau kan.
Correct.
Dia anggap jauh. Yalah, try haji lah. Kan.
Correct. I cannot explain how far it is. Tapi kalau distance dalam map nampak macam dekat. Tapi you know Mekah is bukit.
Yeah.
Turun naik. So imagine with wheelchair.
Wheelchair bag.
Yeah.
Dengan kain.
So kita ada yang makcik-pakcik tengah jalan tu dia punya wheelchair pecah.
Aduh.
Ya Allah. Ya. Ada yang got lost. Tak kenal jemaah mana, tapi we know that we Singaporean, we are all at the same area. Kita just bawa diorang balik
I
sama-sama.
Ni dah macam terpisah dari group lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kau semua at their own pace lah.
Correct lah. Ni
that's
that's why I think they have to know bila nak lontar. Okay, ni maknanya dah kena lontar.
Which one?
Which one? Dah kena tahu what's the process. Kalau you blur macam follow, then you don't know, then
Tertinggal.
Then you will miss
So,
one of the
We did had orientation before that.
I
Kita nak
see.
kena take note terowong apa? Menara mana tu
lempar.
boleh lontar.
Melontar.
Lempar.
So okay, after go back to your Shisha, dapat rest lah.
Isa Homes, property journey begins here.
Okay, what is lease buyback scheme and who is eligible?
lease buyback actually for those people who do not want to shift from their original place. That means dia nak duduk kat situ, tapi dia nak cash out. So what they can do is they sell back part of their lease to HDB. So because this one is done by HDB lah. So HDB akan call them to explain to them the process, then how much HDB will buy back. Okay, from there they need to top up the amount that they receive. They have to top up to their retirement. Okay, so after that the balance they will get in cash lah.
Isa Homes, property journey begins here.
I terus tahalul. I scared.
Yalah takut terlanggar.
Yeah.
Ini pantang larang
Yeah.
Pantang larang dia kalau tu kena dam kalau langgar. Dosa
Langgar
dan dam.
pantang, yes.
Dosa dan dam. So cepat-cepat lah
Cepat-cepat
balik tu tahlul lah.
Kita halul awal lah tu.
Yes.
So
Hantar pakcik yang mana-mana kat situ, pakcik you go tahlul.
okay. Then saya
Saya pun balik tahlul.
merebut lah toilet.
Toilet memang kita share lah. Tapi dalam bilik semua perempuan, right? So okay lah.
Rehat lah for the day.
Kita terus turun.
Oh, tu-
solat hari raya.
Oh yeah, solat hari
Yes.
raya. Okay.
So mandi, cepat-cepat mandi, turun solat hari raya, takbir. Tu dah call husband dan nangis-nangis lah. First time raya tanpa family, right? Yeah. Then Singapore is the next day, right?
Yes.
Tu yang nangis ni bapak dia.
Oh, anak-anak.
Alah.
So anak-anak cool.
Anak-anak cool.
Anak-anak tengah having fun, dapat pergi indoor playground.
Yeah. So yang
bapaknya
nangis is my husband lah. Cause like first time kan,
Yeah.
tak dapat raya together.
Raya together. Then isteri berjauhan, worry. Kat sana panas. Yalah, worry lah. So after that dah sembahyang raya semua.
Then
Dah boleh relax ke belum ni?
relax, kita kan we rest lah.
Okay,
We rest.
Dah penat kan?
Lapar. Ada yang makan Maggi lepas tu.
Makan Maggi. Indomie lah.
Pasal tak ada
Comfort
tukang
food
masak, right?
Ya, correct.
Tukang masak also went for ini.
Dia
So
punya
kita
habis makan apa tu? So makan apa yang ada lah. Macam
yeah. Tapi makan so is a secondary lah. Kita just needed to rest.
I see.
Yeah.
So tu kalau
Block
dapat
walking.
So kalau dapat satu ais bucket dengan air sejuk.
Oh.
Lepas tu macam nasi putih. Oh,
Jadi tu.
jadi dengar je macam
Kita dapat roti pun dah alhamdulillah.
Dah alhamdulillah
Apa yang kita dapat berdaya
Yeah.
lah. Just to
fill you up.
Your tummy and then we rest lah.
Di rest. Rest tu perlu pasal the whole day, the whole night tu berjalan and everything.
About 3 days.
3 days.
Tak mandi Itu dah boleh pakai sabun kan. Wah.
Oh, best.
Kau pakai sabun sedap.
Scrub dia. Sedap lah. Dah rasa fresh
Yes.
kan by the time. So after that dia kena go another lontar-lontar lagi.
Yeah.
11, 12 and 13.
Yes, itu pun another physically demanding also pasal you nak kena keluar lepas before subuh.
Yeah.
To go there. I dengan Mrs. Nadia dengan one of our friend ni kita pasal I think one of my friend ni dia terselio kaki dia.
Allah.
Yeah. So kita keluar lebih awal daripada jemaah lain because we will take a while to jalan.
I see.
So kita dah sampai sana baru kita jumpa ada jemaah. Then buat sama-sama lah.
But best lah. At least ada sekarang dah ada trios.
Ya. Sekarang dah ada kawan.
Dah ada kawan untuk pergi with.
Yeah.
So kali ni tak tolak wheelchair.
Kali ni ada yang makcik
Yang
kita
lain.
jaga dorang dari belakang.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ada yang dah sekarang ada bertongkat. Dulu tak ada tongkat. Sekarang tongkat dah
lepas
pakai.
3 hari penat kan. So after that what dah lontar. So apa?
Lontar 3
Tiga. Kau buat ulah ustaz lah. Everyday 3
Yes.
jamarat balik.
balik.
Total distance tu agak-agak pergi daripada Shisha ke Shisha balik tu. Berapa total distance tu?
Ui,
5?
I
7?
think so. 5 maybe
About
less than 5 lah. Dia macam mana? I don't know how to describe the distance lah.
Ini
But because dia ada macam turun bukit.
turun. Itu yang buat macam dia lagi penat dan lagi rasa macam jauh kan. Tapi this thing is really not for the old lah.
Kan?
Macam
Imagine
orang yang I think baru I faham kenapa Saudi taruh certain age limit dan apa tu
Health
orang yang
restriction.
health restriction pasal
Yeah.
it's really taxing with the weather and then I okay.
So after that intense 3 days tu. Then terus balik another 3 days of lontar. Tu pun macam every morning you nak kena keluar and do it. Bila dah habis everything, I rasa macam wah,
Alhamdulillah.
rasa macam done.
Dan finish.
Yes.
So after that 3 days kena patah balik Mekah untuk buat tawaf.
Yes.
So
Tawaf haji lah kali
Ya,
ni.
tawaf.
Tawaf ifadah.
how was it when you tawaf? So mungkin selalunya tawaf dengan family.
Yeah.
Ni tawaf tengok kiri kanan, okay lah.
Sendiri.
Now you have a new family, kawan-kawan yang baru
Tumpang mak orang.
Tumpang mak orang. Yelah betul. Agaknya dalam hati tu mak orang tu pun inilah anak aku buat masa sekarang ni, anak aku lah. So jaga each other again. But how was it? Dia punya tawaf and then sa'i, after tawaf sa'i ke tak ya?
Tawaf haji, sa'i haji.
Sa'i haji. So dah habis tu finish lah. Is it finish?
Dah habis
Consider-
tu kira dah habis lah.
Dah haji habis,
Dah
Dah
habis.
selesai.
Yeah.
So done lah.
It's like they say, how to say, it's not, I would say it's difficult. Yes, it is difficult.
Yes.
With you need to be physically fit to do all that. Tapi I will go through again. If I am given the opportunity to go, I want to go through again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Dia macam susah tapi you nak.
yeah. Benda yang susah tapi nak.
Tapi you nak, ya.
Tapi ni dia bukan kosong-kosong tau. Dia bukan macam triathlon nak ke susah tapi nak. Dia macam ni dengan pahalanya, dengan you do it kerana Allah. So the kemanisan tu lebih manis lah, lebih terasa. So I think orang-orang yang pergi umrah, pergi haji ni, diorang banyak come back with a lifetime friends. Kan? They made friends for that 2-3 weeks. Susah senang bersama, berpeluh sama and everything. Kadang-kadang tidur bersepau and everything. So that's where you make friends and family kat situ lah. Kawan yang you tak tahu you boleh comfortable, but actually at the end of 3 weeks this is my new friends, my new sisters lah kan.
Yes.
So at the end of yang habis haji tu semua, is something that you akan buat lagi kalau boleh lah.
Tapi you know lah, Singapore, like we have to wait.
Yeah.
So
How many years?
what's your advice untuk orang-orang yang macam saya, macam us ni, so kan, what do you suggest or what do you advise untuk kita as a Muslimah? So
If can register now, register now.
register now at the young age.
Yes.
Pasal it will take you for you 20 years
About 11 years.
11 years.
Yes.
Mana aku dapat 20 years So about 11 years for you to get a number
And then everything else is really you leave it to Allah. Our plan is just this tiny, but His plan is even more better. Like macam I question myself, kenapa I tak boleh ikut my uncle back then in 2019, right? Like I macam marah lah, like aku dah register sama-sama then cannot get. But then I reflect back, actually his plan is even greater than mine. You see, I wouldn't have met Ustazah Nadia if I were to go earlier.
Yeah.
And if I were to go earlier, so macam there's a lot of things, you know, when in 2019 tu I baru dapat rumah.
I see.
Financially I was not ready actually. He knows.
Understand.
And I was also trying to conceive back then.
I see.
Yeah. So macam dilema, aku ni nak cepat-cepat have kids, then baru pergi haji, you know, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Or I want to go Hajj first, then
Then
conceive. You know, back then that was my plan.
Yeah,
But Allah
correct.
had better plans for me, which is you go have like you do build your family first, stable, baru you pergi, then make new friends and family. Yeah. So
like you
just
said,
go for it. Leave it to Him. Trust His plan. Yeah.
register early.
Yeah.
Register early and kumpul duit jugalah kan. Pasal
Correct.
dia punya package sekarang at that point of time I think masih belasan ribu
Belasan ribu.
So you have to register dekat Muiz 300 lebih sekarang. I think
Back then was cheaper lah.
cheaper. Back then cheaper. Sekarang 300 lebih. So you register and then after that wait for your turn. While waiting for that 10 11 years tu, kumpul pelan-pelan to get that belasan ribu lah that amount. So I think by the time kalau zaman kita sekarang, it will be like 20,000 you prepare side lah taruh. InsyaAllah hopefully tak naik lagi. So as a Muslimah pula, macam preparation Pasal lelaki kadang-kadang orang punya preparation lain. Kalau you preparation in terms of baju or in terms of wanita punya preparation macam mana? Like, atau banyak jalan ke, banyak exercise ke before going?
So physically also I do for walks lah. I go for walks. Macam I bukannya fit sangat lah, but just go for small jogs and walks. Also I took that medication.
Okay.
To
tahan. Ya.
to tahan delay my menses.
Yelah. Kan? Yes.
So initially I was scared, tapi kita jumpa gynae lah to get whether it's safe or not, whether I akan not being able to conceive and things like that after that. But it was okay. It really helped. After that terus I stop. Bila dah everything dah selesai, terus I stop and it came naturally.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So
and then after that, bila you balik dari haji semua, your family sambut? Masa you patah balik
my
tu?
son just plop on me.
Nampaknya.
Yeah. So dia macam dia tak boleh berbual at that time. Yeah, he was only like 18 months or lesser than that. So he only just
This is
I feel dia lembek gitu dekat atas saya gini.
Rindu.
Yeah.
Dia pun rindu, cuma dia tak tahu nak cakap.
Tak tahu nak cakap, ya.
Kita rindu, kita boleh rasa, this is my mommy finally.
Yeah. So bila dah habis selesai haji tu, I really cannot wait to go home.
Yalah.
I macam I'm at Mekah, but I can't wait to meet my children especially.
Yalah, correct.
Pasal macam I punya kerja dah selesai here, I need to go back.
Yeah. So after lama tak after yang you punya finish haji tu?
I think about 5 days later or a week later baru kita balik.
I see. So sempatlah pergi to the latest jalan-jalan dekat sana atau
kita jalan-jalan
melontar tempat lain? Tak ada.
But after all that, ramai kita yang jatuh sakit.
So tak sempat nak lontar-lontar. Dia banyak recuperate lah.
Yeah.
Banyak
jemaah yang we send some of them to
hospital.
Yeah. So that was one of challenges also lah.
So were there moments where you really break down over there? You miss your kids, miss your parents?
It was during Sa'i especially. That was the hardest. Sa'i terus macam waterworks.
Is it?
Why is it so?
You know when I really try to put myself in what Sayyidatina Hajar went through, right?
Yeah.
So macam she also go through the sacrifice, finding things for anak dia. Yeah. So the same thing, I try to put myself like, oh ya Allah, I'm doing this sacrifice for you. Yeah.
So that
and I can feel the burden that she's carrying lah. Like
yeah.
So
actually bila you cakap macam gini kan, it makes me ponder. So betul lah.
You can feel.
Yeah. Cuma masa the last time tu saya pergi umrah lah, bukan haji. Saya pergi umrah. I was 7 months pregnant masa tu. So I was carrying that inside my stomach kan. Then I tanya Ustazah Nur Raja Hidayat, tu dia pergi, dia 5 months pregnant tak silap. Then I ask, can you give me pointers on how to do sa'i successfully? Because I think tawaf masih okay.
Sa'i is the hardest.
The sa'i is the hardest.
Physically.
Yeah. So I tanya dia, dan dia cakap ingat dan ponder upon Siti Hajar punya pengorbanan as a mother. When you do that, you think of that, that's where you will have deeper connection.
Yeah.
And then it will push you harder. Dia cakap
like suddenly you have the strength.
Dia cakap, so I say, oh Masya Allah. Tapi dia cakap at the same time, you by the time dia dah berapa bulan, I say about 6 going 7 months. Lepas tu Shishi jaga-jaga, dia cakap, because at that point of time kan, baby dah berat kan. So bila terasa terkucil tu kuat, dia cakap, so make sure that before you pergi buat your umrah, you ensure that you empty your bladder semua. Cakap okay. But Alhamdulillah, actually at that point of time, bila kita masa that towards the end kan, dia rasa nak terkucil banyak kan. But I feel like I sampai takut tak minum. Dan satu kakak tu bagi cakap minum sekejap je Zam-Zam. It really tahan my shishi. Masya Allah. I was like and then my sakit at that point of time, tengah sakit kan, he was pressing on my rib cage. I minum, and then the sakit,
it helped.
Dia tak macam terus magic, tapi it helped a lot. And Masya Allah, I managed to finish my umrah. Tapi sa'i tu, because kita had only, I think we only do one and then a few aunties wants to do apa tu, sa'i yang bagi bagi. Yeah. So I take advantage lah. Yang itu
first
saya
one, because the first one teman a few Makcik.
So
Masya Allahnya.
that one I macam okay lah, dapat cheat code sikit lah. So yes, about the sa'i tu, you really have to ponder upon kita
Siti Hajar.
Siti Hajar. Yeah, and it will be more meaningful.
Especially when you're a mom.
Yeah. Dulu my
Buat je.
fahaman is different. Okay, sa'i, yes, Saidina Siti Hajar untuk dapatkan air patah balik mundar mandir. But bila dah jadi ibu, dia punya, I think dia jadi lembek lagi more terasa. So that's where I feel the nasihat works lah bila when you say about Siti Hajar.
Yeah.
The kakak did say anything, tanya apa-apa ke?
Kakak was reserved lah. Dia macam, tapi dia macam malu-malu with me at first. Dan lama-lama terus
Okay lah.
yeah. So she did say don't go again 20 days. Next time you want to go, you must bring me.
Dia pun rindu. So Masya Allah, after you balik tu, Allah bagikan hadiah lagi. Masya Allah. I was happy
Actually
to
make a
hear.
doa because Anissa been wanting to have a baby girl. So I say make doa if ada rezeki for me to have a third one, then like okay, if this is good for me, then
give it to me, and Allah.
I made doa when I was in Arafah.
Masya Allah.
And then the next Hari Raya, I got her lah.
Wow. 1 year after that, Masya Allah. Tapi at least now, you macam okay, they know that they don't have to be left for 20 days anymore. So macam okay lah, at least you punya big part tu dah settle. Sekarang tinggal you punya husband pula. Your husband will have the 20 days and then you will be stuck with the kids, and then you have to plan activities, which I think your husband did a good job.
Yes, Masya Allah.
And I think sometimes kita wife ni tak credit our husband enough. But then I think he did a good job in planning the kids, apa yang diorang nak buat, and to keep them calm lah. I think there are definitely nights yang dia nak mami. Cuma how your husband will macam touch them, feel them, and then cook them, and just saying that mommy doing haji, and then daddy's here, and what so not. So I think is pengorbanan besar untuk suami. Ada anak-anak juga tu. Masya Allah, I feel is wonderful lah.
Yang family yang ditinggalkan tu pun insyaAllah dapat the same pahala.
InsyaAllah, yes, correct. Untuk diorang dapat. And for your sons and your daughters, do you advise them to go for Hajj yang muda ke atau yang tua, macam mana? Atau would you yang ada parents
dah apply kan?
Dah apply kan? So how about you?
So now now that my third one dah, I mean I confirm dah tak nak ada kid.
Okay, so take a break dia.
So insyaAllah lah, I want to register for them, and they go together. So I don't know when and will they be called. Kan katanya can be 40 over years or 50 over years.
Oh, that's long. Kalau dorang kalau you apply mungkin sekarang, mungkin, or maybe when they are 10, they will be kept like 15 years maybe.
15-20 years.
I have a family yang going
Is it 15 years now?
Depends on the queue number.
Queue number. I know my husband's queue number, it's about 5 digit.
5 digit.
No.
My parents applied sekarang. Masa sekarang mungkin baru ada means to go and dia cakap, ni bapa apply je, I don't think I can get to go.
Oh no.
Semoga Allah accept your Hajj.
Amin.
And Allah pemudahkan urusan kita juga nak pergi Hajj. And for those yang siapa yang nak register lah.
Registerlah dengan Muiz.
Okay, so with that kita tutup
dengan tasbih kafarah dan sikit doa. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina fi allazina amanu wa amilus solihati wa tawassaw bil haqq wa tawassaw bis sabr. Hadanallahu iyyakum wa afa minkum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.